Hello and welcome to this next part of digital communication series. We are discussing the information theory part, and in that we are discussing the introduction to the information. This is the part 2 of the introduction to the information. I have introduced the information in my previous video as well. So here we will see mathematically the parameters which are related to the information and some other kinds of information as well. So now I have already told you these things in my previous video, so let's have a quick review. So I already told you the word information was given by the Shannon in 1947 in his famous paper Mathematical Theory of Communication. I tried to introduce the information through these sentences. So let's suppose I am saying these sentences to you. Now let's understand when you will get more information. So when I say sun rises from the east, will you get any information? No, because it's a sure event. So probability of occurrence is 1, so information would be 0. You are not getting any information. Next, if I say India got independence in 1947, again it's a historical event which has already occurred. So in the case of historical event, the information is again 0. The new information is 0. So historical event don't give any information. So now the next statement was you will get 2 mails in next 2 hours. So now here the information depends upon probability. So it will depend upon that how many mails you get. So if you get large number of mails, so that time the probability would be high and the information would be less. So if you already get 2 mails average per hour, and if I say you will get 2 mails per hour, you will not get any information. So now if I say the dog will bark, so here again the probability will come into picture. If the probability is high, the information would be less. So now if I say the PM will come to your home tomorrow, so here this is the event whose probability is very less. So now probability is very less, so now I can say information is very high. So if I say this to you, you will be shocked and you will be asking me again that what you said. So I will be saying the PM will come to your home tomorrow. So here you are getting large information because the probability was less. So if I say it will snow in Delhi in June, actually in Delhi it does not snow. Plus in June it's summer, so it can never snow in June in Delhi. So again the probability is very low, so the information would be very high. So if I say that it will snow in Delhi in June, you will be again very shocked. So now if I say you will not get a holiday next Sunday, so again the probability is less because mostly all Sundays are holidays. So now the information would be high. You will be asking me again that yes, it's the true statement or not. So now if I collect all the informations, so information is inversely proportional to the probability. So from here I drew the conclusion that information is inversely proportional to the probability. So I am talking about a particular event xi. So now if I remove the proportionality constant, proportional sign, so here I will be having proportionality constant k 1 upon p of xi. So now if I remove this proportionality constant as well, so here I will get log of 1 upon pxi. So this is how I can mathematically compute the information. So now coming to the properties of information. So the first statement said sun rises from the east and I said the probability is 1. So if I talk about the probability 1, so here I said information would be 0. So let's verify it. So this would be acting like our first property as well. So when the probability is 1, Ixi would be equal to log of 1. 1 upon 1 would be 1, which is 0. So now this is verified that if the probability is 1, the information would be 0. So now talking about the second property. The second property states that if I have two events, probability of xi, probability of yi. So if I have two events xi and yi and I am taking the product of their probabilities, so what would be the information? So information would be written as log of 1 upon pxi into pyi. So now what can I do? I can take negative sign and I can take this in the numerator. So pxi into pyi. So now it would be, I know the property that minus log a into b would be minus log of pxi minus log of pyi. So here I can represent the information as minus log of pxi as well. So now this first term represents the information through xi. So it represents the ixi and this represents the iyyi. So I can deduce that if I have two events xi and yi, these are not correlated, these are independent events. So if I take the product of their probabilities, so now the information would be summation. So if I have two independent events and the multiplication of them results in the addition of their information. So now talking about the units of information. So now there must be some unit. So now here I am using log. So if ixi is equal to negative log of pxi. So now if I take the base 2, it is having the unit which is bits. So now if I have the log base e, so now ixi would be represented in nats. Now if the base is 10, it is represented in decit. So now talking about the mutual information. I have already talked about the probability of independent events. So here if I had independent event, I can represent their probability as simply the product of the probabilities of event. So now if I want to find out the mutual information of xi upon yi, so it has the formula negative log of probability of xi upon yi upon probability of xi. So this is the formula to find out the mutual information between two events x and y. So now if I am talking about mutual information, so if I talk about x by y, the occurrence of x given that y has already happened, so now we will see the mutual information of y by x. So this is the probability. So if I represent pxi upon yi upon pxi, multiply and divide by yi, pyi. So now what is pxi upon yi? It's the conditional probability. I have already told you it is probability of xi intersection yi upon probability of yi. So this is my probability of xi upon yi. So now replacing this equation here. So now pxi by yi was probability of xi intersection yi upon probability of yi. So now here it is divided by xi. So I will divide it by probability of xi, multiply by probability of yi and divide by probability of yi. So instead of this I represented this formula. So now this probability of yi and probability of yi would get cancelled out, and here I am left out with probability of xi intersection yi upon probability of xi. So now probability of xi intersection yi upon probability of xi. It is giving me probability of y by x. So now I can replace this term. So this is the term which I can replace with the probability of y by x. Probability of yi by xi. So this is my probability of yi by xi upon probability of yi. So I can say I was representing probability of xi upon yi upon probability of xi. This was equal to this. So probability of xi upon yi upon probability of xi is equal to probability of yi upon xi upon probability of y. So now I can say information of xi by yi is equal to minus log of this. Instead of this I can write this probability of yi by xi upon probability of yi. So now I can say mutual information due to xi upon yi is equal to mutual information due to yi upon xi, because it's the mutual information, it has to be equal. So now coming to the next property. So the first property I am taking probability of xi by yi is equal to probability of xi. So here the occurrence of x does not depend upon the occurrence of y. So that time I by yi would be equal to, so it would be equal to negative log of pxi upon pxi. So I can write negative log of 1. So here instead of pxi by yi I can represent pxi. So pxi upon pxi is 1. So ixi by yi is equal to negative log of 1, which is 0. So now let's take the second case where pxi by yi is equal to 1. So when it is a sure event, so ixi by yi would be given by, so instead of this I'll replace by 1. So log of 1 by xi. So it is information of xi. So when the probability of occurrence of x, given that y has already happened, it is 1. So when y has happened, x has to happen. That time the information of the xi by yi, which represents the mutual information, it is equal to the information of occurrence of xi. So if I say xi given yi, it is equal to the occurrence of xi. So now conditional self information. So it's the another formula. The conditional self information is represented by ixi upon yi, and it is equal to the negative log of 1 upon the probability of occurrence of xi upon yi. I hope now you know the probability of xi upon yi is probability of xi intersection yi upon probability of yi. So here I'll be stopping my discussion. If you encounter any doubt in any mathematical parameter, you can let me know in the comment box. I hope you like this video and I hope you have seen the part 1 also. So let me know if you encounter any doubt. I hope you'll share this video with your friends as well. Like this video, subscribe the channel. Thank you.